Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. It was 2 weeks ago today, exactly. It was my day off, and I got up, had the whole day in front of me, and of course I had a to-do list, as most of us do. I decided to spend that day to go to the Social Security office because it's time for me to file for my benefits, and I wanted an in-person appointment. I've had some twists and turns in my life, and I wanted to make sure that I took the opportune chance of getting everything that I deserve. So I took off. When I opened that door, it was cold. It was meat locker cold. I had been to a Social Security office in the tiny town of Preston, Iowa, so I knew what to expect. There was the security guard, the metal detector, the wand, the total purse search. I'm sure you could get into a courtroom easier. I don't know if they get a lot of disgruntled visitors at Social Security office, but it's quite intimidating. After that, it was take a number, take a seat, and begin. I hit that seat like I'd been tased in my shorts and that cold room. The girl next to me had her arms pulled into her sleeves and she was shivering. I said, are they trying to kill us off before we use our benefits? But wow, they called me right away. D100. Hopped up, went to the window, but yeah. They said, sit back down and we're going to call you again. I decided to go to a different seat. When I hit that seat, I said, ooh, I should have gone back to the first one. I pulled out my cell phone, as we do, and I thought, well, I'll just trawl through Facebook while I wait. Hope my battery holds long enough to get through a government waiting line. The man next to me made a casual comment. He said these people could benefit from better communication. What would it take for them to give better customer service? I gave him sort of an offhanded remark. I said, we all get kind of conditioned to the same questions, the same inquiries, day after day. I said, it happens. He said, yes, but I had noted, though, that he used the word communication, and that was one of the subjects that I had been meditating on and contemplating for the past 2 weeks. The man said, communication is key. I went back to listening to the man and thinking about what he was talking about. And we sort of just idle, what do you call it, waiting room filler. We've all done it. We know how it is. And we kept talking, and then all of a sudden he said, people just need to let it go. Bing! The second topic that has been rolling around my mind for the past week has been forgive and forget. I just watched the movie Let It Go. He had my full attention. I turned in my seat. I looked at the man. I said, who is this man? He was about my age. He was wearing fresh jeans and a long sleeve shirt with a collar. It was in a blue and white plaid color. His hair was sparse, but it was tight and neat to his head. And I noticed that he had a brand new bridge that gave him a slight lisp in his gentle speech. And he had a little bling on his incisors. I said, who is this man talking to me today about the topics in my head in this random place? And again he said, communication is key. We talked, I don't know how long we talked. Time stood still. It was like a gap in the universe. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It was this, oh, it was an awesome conversation. And then, all of a sudden, I started to think, oh, we're going to get called, and I didn't want this conversation to end. But he said that something else to me. Then he asked me a third question. He said, do you listen to motivational speakers? Why, yes, I do. He said, in my job, I did a lot of speaking. And when I first started, I used to ask, how am I going to keep the attention of 200 people for 3 hours? Bam! Number 3 of the topics roaming in my head. The man has hit the trifecta. Now I feel a lot more pressure. I look around the waiting room. It's deserted. How is this possible? How long have we been there? And I interrupt him. Right there, I interrupt, and I said, I need your information. I said, they're going to call our numbers, and I don't want this conversation to end. I grabbed out my notebook, and they, now serving B82 at window number 16. Now serving D100 at window number 9. We jumped up and went our separate ways. In the back of my head, while I was at that window, I was thinking, I hope B82 is still there when I exit this building. I want more. I came out of that building, literally the waiting room was empty. The parking lot was stripped of all cars. There wasn't a human within sight. The man had dissipated into the air. Was he an angel who came to bring me a message, a confirmation? Was it the universe wanting to know, do we have your attention? I will never forget the last thing he said to me. He said, when I was speaking, I tried all kinds of things. He said, I used to tie a rope to a brick and drag it into the classroom. That's when they called his number. I have no idea what to do with this time. But I bet I got your full attention.